Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to emphasize more on adulting, talking about being in your 20s, what to expect, life overload, and so many things about adulthood. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then let's get into it. Transitioning into a different phase of life is a lot of steps for most people. In fact, it was a huge step for me, finishing university and having to like start life just starting life afresh and trying to discover what is God's plan for me and what are my parents' plan and so many other things and even my own plan. So it's a huge step, and it's okay to be confused. It's okay to ask yourself what is next, because that is the questions we get to ask ourselves the most. What's next? How do I figure this out? So many questions that get to like bother you, and that is all right. That is okay. One thing you want to take away is that our timelines are different. There is no perfect way to it. The same way there is no perfect way to marriage is the way there is no perfect way to adulthood. So yeah, the first stage, or let me say the first step, is probably trying to discover or trying to decide what area of career you want to choose, what kind of job you want to, like your first job basically. And this is a whole lot for someone who probably haven't even done like an IT before. What, like that's an industrial training, right? While in school. For someone like me, I did not even attend one or two industrial training while I was in school. And my first interview was virtual, and it was a whole lot. I felt like I was going to enter the ground, even despite the fact that it was virtual, and I was really scared. I was nervous. I was trying to be sure that, okay, is this what I really wanted at that moment? Of course, it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I knew I was depressed. I was tired. I was depressed. I was tired. I was overwhelmed, and I won't stop asking myself. I won't stop asking myself so many questions. And because of that, I had to get a job before youth service. Yeah. I had to get a job before youth service, and I was hoping to get recruited up just when I'm about starting youth service, because that is actually how it was meant to be. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. And I had to start thinking all over again and start trying to figure out, okay, what is it for me after uni? What is it for me after that phase of life? This is a new phase. So what is next? What do I need to do? What do I need to connect with? It was just a whole lot. And I got to realize that in life, it is good to share your ideas with people that are really, um, that have been there before, and they can guide you and put you through. So thankfully, I was able to communicate with a friend who also communicated with a friend, and it's made things easier. It made things easier, but it wasn't as perfect. I wasn't expecting to be perfect, of course, but it still wasn't as I was expecting, honestly. So, guys, here are the tips I have to share with you, which I wish I knew better, right? I wish I had taken a break, a productive break. Don't get me wrong, yeah. A productive break. The kind of break that will help me calm my nerves, organize and plan, you know, set goals, and just so many other things, explore different ideas. I wish I had taken that kind of break, but I did not, because I felt like I was lacking behind, right? Even before like my convocation, I already thought of getting a job. In fact, I already got a job before convocation, right? So, and I wish I never did. I wish I had taken a productive break, a break that will help me set things straight. So, take a productive break. This is a stage where you get to discover yourself, because adulting is about discovery, just discovering different aspects of your life, different area of your life, different things about yourself, and so many other things. So I wish I had taken that break, because it could have helped me discover a whole lot. So take a break, right? And this will guide you to discover yourself. Discover what you really want for yourself and not what anyone wants for you. Even though your parents might want something different for you, right? I feel that period will help you to communicate with them, and they will communicate their plans for you. Do you understand? And that way you get to like just live life without pressure. So if your parents were going to help you get to that stage of life you want to get to, you will understand it from that moment. Trust me. And if they're not going to help you get there, you will also understand it from that moment. So take a productive break, because it's going to help you discover yourself. This stage, right? This productive break stage is going to help you to put your skills into practice, because you need to put in so much time exploring and putting your skills into practice, or your talents, whatever it is that you have, right? I do not think that I had like a special talent back then, but I know that I had acquired at least one or two skills which I could have put into practice. I could have, explored that area more and see how it turned out in like a year after. But no, I was too in a hurry to just want to like boom, blow and make money and have a like a successful career, a booming business, or so. It's just not it. It's not. Stop stressing yourself. You need time to discover yourself and put your skills and your talents into practice. Tip number two, guys, it's still about your career. And don't ever for once choose a career because everyone is in that field. Don't ever for once choose a career because someone wants you to. Please. And don't ever for once choose a career because there's money in it. Don't. Don't choose a career because there is money in it. You just might not, at the end of the day, do as well as you thought or you expected. Choose a career because you love it. Fall in love with what you do and see God pave ways for you. Like, see God pave ways for you and making everything smooth without stress. And tip number three, guys, is to think about yourself first. You first. God factor, okay? God factor first, right? And then you first. You second. God factor first, then you second. Always think about yourself, please. Think about yourself, although still think about how whatever decision you make might affect someone negatively. I don't know if that makes sense, but I sure to just make sure you think about yourself, and don't, while you're doing that, don't try to hurt someone else, because it's going to really come back at you so hard, and you don't want that for yourself, especially for someone who's just starting out in life. So you don't want to make decisions that will hurt someone, and then karma is a bitch. And tip number four, guys, apply to as many jobs as possible. Yeah, it's still part of your career discovery. Apply to as many jobs as possible. In this process, you get to know what to expect at each of, like, what to expect from each of the field. that you want to like go into. For instance, if you want to go into tech and you apply for a job in tech, or you apply for like a boot camp or an internship in tech, whatever comes out of that job, you will realize it. You'll be able, whatever comes out of that job, you'll be able to realize that okay, it's worth stressing for or it's not, and you get to choose or decide whether you want to like continue with it or you want to like back out. So guys, tip number 5: be open to new opportunities. Be open-minded. Be open to new experience, whether you like it or not. Try to do things out of your comfort zone. Like no one is gonna kill you if you make mistakes. No one is gonna kill you if it doesn't turn out as you wanted. But just be open-minded. Try new things. Engage in activities that you won't normally engage in. And focus on things that matters. Learn to do the right thing at the right time. And you might want to ask, what if I'm already doing something and I still want to try new things? It's okay, you can. Because if you're able to like prioritize things, if you're able to do the right thing at the right time, you're able to manage your time effectively, and that way it's easy or easier for you to multitask. It's easier for you to like try new things, because I understand that you may want to keep one job for you to be able to learn a new skill. And while doing that, you just have to prioritize time management, um, yeah, doing the right thing at the right time, having focusing on those two things at that moment, and try not to get distracted. Because if you do, I don't know if you might be able to like cope multitasking, doing so many things at the same time. But if you're able to like do these things that I listed earlier, it's gonna be easier for you to keep your job and still learn that new skill that you want to learn. Do not for once think that you have wasted a certain period of your life while trying something that doesn't work out. No, don't. Just see it as you discovering yourself, having new experience, and making the most out of your whole life. Don't ever think that you're wasting your time, you're wasting money, or you're wasting energy doing things that you believe would improve you, and at the end of the day it doesn't turn out as you expected. Just see it as experience. Just see it as you exploring and doing what you need to do for yourself. You're not wasting your time, you're not wasting energy, you're not wasting money, you're not wasting whatever it is you think you're wasting. You're learning and you're progressing, and that is what matters. So if you feel like you're already working and you want to try new things but you still want to like retain your job, all you have to do is try to like plan, make proper planning, prioritize what is important first, and try to be, try to be productive, do the right thing at the right time. Try to not procrastinate, because procrastination also affects a whole lot of things. Tip number 6, guys: don't ever for once think that there is a perfect job out there. There is no perfect job. So instead of quitting your job, try to give it time to think. Don't waste the first 1 year running etta scatter. Don't, please. Try as much as possible to just explore. Be open-minded to different opportunities. And this will help you and it will guide you in so many ways. Think about your ideal job. What is so important to you when it comes to a job or a career? What is so important to you, or what is your priorities when it comes to A fulfilling career. What do you call a fulfilling career? What do you call a perfect job? But just know there is no 100% perfect job out there. So many things to prioritize, so many things to keep on check. Your time, your finances, like prioritize your finances, take control of your finances, your income, your budget, and so many other things that has to do with money, your investment, like just a whole lot. Don't ever for once compare yourself to any other person. Like this brings a whole lot of people down. You know when you know you are here and you're looking at someone up there and you just want to speedily meet up with them. It's not possible. You can't fly no matter how much you try to. So instead, take your own your goals one after the other and stop comparing yourself. Comparison causes a whole lot of things, and you want to make sure you don't compare yourself to anyone, irrespective of where they are in life and where you are. You're just starting off, even if it's your mate or your friend that is doing so well. Just be happy for them rather than being, full of hatred or be full of comparison.